third grade, we're moving on today from the open syllable to something called the soft C sound and the soft G sound. So what does that mean? Well, guess what, third grade? The C and the G make two sounds. So you thought vowels made different sounds, that blew you away with the schwa. Well, now we're going to blow you away again. There is something called a soft C and a soft G. So first off, let's review a regular C. So you learned that a regular C, cat, right? It can make cat. That's what a C sounds like, cat. If I see a C in a word, it's going to make a k sound. If you see a G in a word, it's going to make a g sound, like in game. So if I have the word cottage, I like to eat cottage cheese. Cottage could also be a small house. Cottage, cottage. Over here with a G, another g, like if you have the word go. G, g, go. G. Well, there's something called the soft C and the soft G. If the C is followed by an E, I, or Y, it sounds like an S. So if a C is followed by an E, I, or Y, it'll sound like an S. So for example, in the word city, I don't say kitty, see cat, cottage. I say city. Or in the word cents. That piece of gum costs 87 cents. I don't say kents, I say cents. Or in the word cycle. I ride a bicycle. Sickle. That C, that's an open syllable. That C is followed by a Y, making it sound like a. There are many words. It could come at the middle, it could come at the beginning of a word, like in city or sense. It can come in the middle of the word, like in bicycle. It could come at the end of the word. Dance. If a C is followed by an E, I, or Y, it sounds like an S. Okay, so do you have that in your head? If it's followed by an A or an O, then it just makes your k sound, like cot, catch. But if it's followed by an E, I, or Y, it makes a sound. Cereal. Centipede. The good news is the G is the same way. If the G is followed by E, I, or Y, it sounds like just like a J. So the good news is both when it's followed by E, I, or Y. So you just have to remember that E, I, or Y. So let's think of some G words that are followed by, that sound like a J instead of a G. Did any of you make gingerbread houses? during break. I don't say gingerbread. I say ginger bread. That has two G's followed by an I and an E. I don't say ginger. I say ginger. Or fish have, oh, what's going on third grade? Do I say Jill? Followed by an I. Hey, Mrs. D, are you kidding me? No, I'm not kidding you. Sometimes it doesn't always work. So look at this. This is ginger, not ginger. But this is Gil and not Jill. Read, read, read. Sometimes it's not always. Let's say 98%. Because you always have your exceptions. Always. But let's go back to our soft G. Germ. I don't say germ. That's an exception. Remember, gill is an exception, the gill of a fish. I don't say germ, I say germ. We're going to talk about geometry with shapes. I don't say geometry, I say geometry. I don't say genus, I say genius. Or genie, like a genie in a bottle. Or a lot of you, this is your favorite special. I don't say gim, I say gem. So, soft C, soft G. If they're followed by an E, I, or Y, the C makes an S sound. E, I, or Y, the G makes a J sound, except you do have your exceptions in the word gill, and a gibbon is a type of monkey. This is also an exception. I don't say gibbon. I actually do say gibbon. Okay, so let that sink in. Soft C and soft G. If you're reading and you see a C followed by E, I, or Y, or a G followed by an E, I, or Y, it will maybe make a soft C or soft G sound. Okay, so third grade, can you read some of these words? Some are soft C, some are hard C. And these are your exceptions over here. That should be soft G's, but they actually still sound like a hard G. Soft C, cement. Meant. This is actually a schwa too. Cement. Century. There's my E at the end. So my Y that sounds like an E, it's not a suffix, it's actually part of the word. Century, that's 100 years. Did you get that? Century is 100 years. Century. Symbol. Symbol. That Y sounds like a symbol. Symbols, those things you knot together. Cyclone. Open syllable, but C sounds like an S. Cyclone with the vowel consonant E. And then this one is citizen. 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 If you're a citizen of a country, you're a member of that country. These over here, so these, all of these were soft C's. They all made a S sound. These are your regular C's. Coconut. Close, close, close. I don't say so-so nut. I say cocoa nut. Not like cement. Cat, fish. I don't say sat fish. I say cat. Did you pronounce those right? Did you know what they meant? Here's our soft G. Gentle. Gent. I don't say gentle. Generous. I don't say generous. Generous means you're very giving. You're a very giving person. Germ. I don't say germ. Jim. I don't say gim. These are some exceptions. I don't say jive. Jive actually is spelled with a J. Give, get, gill, gibbon, got. Jill is actually someone's word, name, so that's actually spelled with a J. So I think that's why third grade, that's an exception. Because if you think of these over here, there's not another word that is spelled like this with a G, germ, right? So in that case, the G is going to be a soft G. But I already have Jill, so I have to have that G sounding like a G in Gill. I already have jive. It's a type of dance or a type of move, jive. If you're jiving, you're kind of grooving and moving. So I have to have that G sound like a G and give. Now, I'm not sure about gibbon though, because gibbon is not a word. That's not a word. Okay, big thing we just learned. Soft C, soft G.